Hi, I'm Dr. Bill Berkowitz of Life Chiropractic in Grass Valley. Let's talk about headaches. Let's talk about the 4 steps that I have found to be most effective in a successful chronic headache treatment program. Anything that's chronic, that's been going on for more than 3 to 6 months, obviously is resisting the body's attempt to return to balance or homeostasis. Something is causing an interference. And in my experience, rather than covering up the pain with analgesic medications, why not try to restore balance to the imbalance? Because even the most innocuous over-the-counter medications like Tylenol come with their dangers. Tylenol is the leading cause of acute liver failure in this country, believe it or not. Ibuprofen can cause ulcers, bleeding, elevated blood pressure, heart attack, stroke. So even those things you can buy over the counter without a prescription come with their dangers. And if you have chronic headaches, then you're likely taking those things on a repeated, ongoing basis. So the ultimate cause of headaches, as well as any other chronic issue, is imbalance. Some kind of imbalance that is exceeding your body's ability to return to balance, and specifically your brain and nervous system's ability to return to balance. So let's look at the 4 steps to a successful chronic headache treatment program. One is structural balance. And here's what I mean. I look at the pelvis, the shoulders, and the head. I look from the back and I look from the side. I want things level from the back. I want things lined up from the side. Any imbalance puts tremendous pressure on the muscles going up the spine in an attempt to bring you back to balance, and ultimately puts tremendous stress and strain on the nervous system. So that's number 1. Number 2 is a focus in the upper cervical spine. I want to restore balance, I want to restore motion, I want to restore alignment up there, because that is the home of the brainstem. And the brainstem controls everything regulated to your overall health and well-being. And when there's pressure in the upper cervical spine, it causes a whole host of problems. And that leads to step number 3, and that's remove pressure from the autonomic nervous system. Now, the autonomic nervous system is found in the upper cervical spine. It's also found down in the pelvis and tailbone, and also through the mid and lower back along the ribs. We want to remove that irritation so we can restore balance to the autonomic nervous system, because imbalance leads to an activation of the fight or flight system. And over time, that becomes the dominant system. And when the fight or flight system is activated, there's increased muscle tension and pain, there's increased inflammation, there's disturbed sleep, impaired digestion, elevated heart rate and blood pressure, a suppressed immune response, and I could go on and on and on. Which leads us to number 4, which is related to that autonomic nervous system, and that number 4 is activating the vagus nerve. It's not enough in a chronic condition to remove the irritation to the autonomic nervous system. Over time, the vagus nerve has been suppressed in its activity, and we need to wake it up. We need basically to exercise it. Just like you would lift weights to strengthen a muscle, you want to activate the vagus nerve to strengthen it. And there are a number of ways of doing that. And I encourage my clients to do as many as they possibly can, but it will take time and repetition. It's likely taken you decades to get to the point where you have chronic headaches. You might not have had the headaches for decades, but the imbalances leading to those headaches have taken years and likely decades to get there. And it's going to take a period of months to activate the vagus nerve and bring it back online. But trust me, it's going to be worth it, because the vagus nerve is associated with lowered heart rate, lowered blood pressure, better digestion, better immune response, less muscle tension and pain, better sleep, lowered inflammation, and I could go on and on. The vagus nerve is your highway to well-being, so activate it. Make sure to subscribe to my social media channels where I discuss a lot of great information on a regular basis. You should also visit my website, lifewithinchiropractic.com, for lots of great information and lots of great blog posts. Thank you.